How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rallet, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're back with some Pokemon news. Let's get started. Yes, my throat is better, if you were wondering. I do feel a lot better now. So let's get into the news. We've got to be going through the smaller stuff first, and then the bigger things as we go. We have a lot of stuff from Riddle, but let's get started with this. So Pokesutami shared the translation for this recently posted image, which you guys may have seen, showing off what looks to be a Sprigatito evolution. Now, Pokesutami went through and actually translated all of this and said, so read the thread for notes and opinions, watch the linked YouTube short video for more info, in-depth explanation, which you guys can definitely do. TLDR, I like the design, but there are notable issues with the Japanese. So apparently there are issues with the Japanese. If you look at the actual text, it says here, air cross-section, the mane leaves rinse when scared, mane... and then something here that she doesn't even know what it is. Back of the head over there, as well as tail cross-section, claw cross-section, and dandelion seed. One part is missing, though, which we don't know what that could be. And the info here is basically, it was found on 4chan. If this is your work, then let us know. So basically, there are so many cross-sections. It's simply just Japanese. It's mostly fine, except when it comes to the tail cross-section. It should be written as shippo instead of the katakana word for tail. Number 2, the choice of word for the back of head is also not in line with native speakers, who would usually instead write that instead in this situation, and too much blur to read. If you read this, congratulations, you have better eyes than I do. But basically, I would argue, cool design, fair enough. I feel like a lot of people would have been really happy with this one, maybe. But yeah, it most likely isn't real, if we're going to put it like that, okay? It most likely is fake. Just want to break it down and give you guys the information on that. Most likely fake, based on the Japanese, and also overall, the whole image just screams like fake to me. So it's just like something's off about it. We move on to the next thing, which is from Ami in Japan, or Ami at Japan, who says this campaign will end in June 26th, which is very soon. It's actually, as far as I'm aware, that is the end of this week. On the Sunday, it's going to be ending. Preparing to hold Pokemon Presents on the 29th, question mark. It may not matter, but the timing is so good to be true, which is true, because if you look over here, this was posted by, you know, Ami at Japan as well, who said the Pokemon Company has updated the playlist with Pokemon Presents videos, which is the playlist where they put Pokemon news and stuff in. They updated it recently, and usually if they do update it, that means something is on the way, right? Something was updated there, which means something is on the way. And, you know, perhaps they set the trailer or the Pokemon Presents video as a scheduled post. Interesting, which is quite true, because also next week, by the way, is going to be when they post the final countdown video. Now, this is something that they did in the past as well. This is what they did 3 years ago, okay? Right here, where they did these countdown videos: visit Kanto, visit Johto, visit Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, and Kalos, and then the final one, you know, in the final week, because they posted one per week, they finally revealed Galar at the end and revealed the name of the region and all that sort of stuff. And now they're doing, basically they've been doing this for a while, and then you see right there at the bottom, visit Alola, and then boom, a Pokemon Direct. So they're doing the same thing here. Look, visit Kanto, visit Johto, visit Hoenn, visit Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos. And guess what? Alola has also been done. Galar is this week, which I think just should have dropped like the other day or today or something, should have dropped, which means next week it should possibly be on the 28th, 29th, a brand new trailer, okay? I don't know if it's going to be a Pokemon Presents, but a brand new trailer. Even Poryleaks posted about the same, which Poryleaks, of course, is just an aggregator of information and data miners over there. I love the boys in Poryleaks, but look out for some possible Pokemon Scarlet Violet news. It looks like the official Pokemon YouTube channel updated their new playlist today and adding an unlisted video, which means, ladies and gents, we can expect something. It's too many things pointing in the direction of brand new trailer next week, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. Moving on to the next thing, you guys know Riddle. If you do not know him, he's a leaker that's given out information and given these riddles where he like basically leaks information without directly telling it to us, basically through puzzles. And guess what? He's back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. He's back at it again. He's posted a bunch of stuff. We're going to start off with this right here. So he said, below mentioned question. Now, what is he referring to there? Well, if we scroll down, he basically posted a few different things. Basically, like, he posted an image of, well, Groudon, and then he was also asking, like, FUECOCO's final stage teaser 1. Bets are accepted now. Which one do you want? And then, basically, he showed these images of, like, you know, these different shapes of, like, different creatures, and, well, then he said, you know, we got the below question, and people were, you know, kind of wondering, you know, which one's gonna be. They had to vote, and majority seem to have voted for number 2, which is, that one right there. Now, I personally voted for a little snaky, in my opinion, and he says, you know, all the, you know, the bets are accepted now, but which one, you know, which one is it? So, you know, let's get into what he has to say right here. So, you guys have already seen this image. Let's move on to next. My personal reaction to the 4 situations. Meh, no-brainer, nope, but a haha, and then meme. but you know the final result is always inclined to be meh. Don't read too much into this. Anyways, you will know it on the 30th. We just used Twitter to have a simple discussion and exchange IDs. So we're assuming this is about FUECOCO, and specifically FUECOCO's evolution in this case, right? Because he goes in further in here, and he actually posts this as well, saying teaser 2, where he says the following: which part do you think will be the main design focus when it evolves? Will it be 1, the hair, 2, the face, 3, the patch on its like front, or will it be 4, the body shape, and 5, others, but you can't choose it, share it with reply? And people would, just been saying, that what's going to be based on is going to be the hair or the face is going to be the main focus of its design. Now, I don't know if that is the case, but it is interesting to say. And he says, could only set 4, so, he posted, like, he only gave us these options to vote for here. I haven't voted yet. I personally think, just my honest opinion, that the most of the basis of the design is going to be around the face and the hair. But you never know, because the tail could turn it into some form of snake. But let's just say if I said, for example, the hair, right? Just to see what the results are. So majority of people are saying there's going to be number 4, actually, the body shape. That's going to be like majority of it. But either way, it says, final teaser, what kind of expression will your boy always have on its face? And here he gave us a few different options: poker face, dumb face, tough face, angel face, which is really different from the other ones. Like a poker face, okay, I get that. A dumb face, okay, a little bit goofy. A tough face, yeah, it makes sense. But an angel face is super different. Is it supposed to be like a kind looking face, like angelic in a way? I'm gonna vote for that one just temporarily to see what, like, just to vote to see what happens here. But majority of people are saying dumb face. I personally don't know if that's gonna be the case though, but he does have some other info stuff like to still go through here. So he did make this post as well about this book right here. Now this book is a Japanese book that specifically is about, I think, a man who started a shoe business of some sort. Something like that. I think I could be wrong about this, but there is a whole breakdown to this. We're going to get into it because people have been doing posts about it and whatnot. So we're going to get into it. Don't worry. Because I think, like, here it is. So basically, Ami in Japan said, I'm not sure if this is a riddle. This kanji means ground king in Japanese. So cool ground type Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, which is, I don't know if that's the case, but it says Orikuo is a success story of a 100-year-old Tabi socks manufacturer, because it wasn't shoes, it was a socks manufacturer that takes on the challenge of developing running shoes. Popular story in Japan, which is, again, just interesting. It is just like really, really weird what this is referring to. Is this again connected to, is it in some way connected to, as we already mentioned, specifically Pokemon, like in this case FUECOCO, or is it something else? Like, that's where the issue is. And people have been just kind of trying to look into this, trying to figure out what it is. I don't think we have, like, right here a good breakdown of everything, but more or less, he does have, like, these two words at the bottom right there. You guys can see that he has, like, a red line on these 2 words at the, like, top of the text right here in the first, like, paragraph, I guess, or the first line of text. He has these things, like, specifically, like, circled in more or less. And those, as far as, like, we got the breakdown here, means ground king, I'm guessing, in this case. I don't know, unless the title has nothing to do with it, because he did specifically put little red lines on the bottom right there, so maybe it's something unrelated. And he says, wordplay series. This riddle told you a new Pokemon straightforwardly and covertly at the same time. It's a little bit harder, so no puppy flag is needed. Basically, he gave us a brand new Pokemon in this one, so it isn't FUECOCO related. It's a brand new Pokemon, but he's making it harder. He's not giving this one away for free. He's making this way more rough to understand and way more, like, complicated. And I feel like if we go over to see Ami Japan, because Ami Japan's been posting about a bunch of this stuff, but the breakdown here mostly is related again to the story about, like, the success story of a 100-year-old Tabi socks manufacturer. But then here it says about the Rikuo riddle. I don't know if they are related, but they are similar. And you can see, like, the thingy right there is very similar to the kind of shapes we have around all the Pokemon designs on the official website. But again, I don't really know, man. It's all a little bit weird, but we do have from that possibly a brand new ground type Pokemon. Again, nothing's confirmed, so we'll see what happens. But he says, we still have one other new Pokemon riddle left before the 30th. Interesting. That's all for the new Pokemon month. This doesn't mean that we would not tease other new Pokemon in the future. The ones we chose will all have strong bounds onto themes of following months. So keep an eye on that. So basically, he already, like, gave us there's another one more Pokemon, new riddle Pokemon left before the 30th. So he still has one before the end of the month, which is interesting because the 30th is a Thursday and the day before that is the 29th, which is when we are speculating we're gonna get the next Pokemon, well, news, right? The big next Pokemon news. So the whole situation right now is a bit odd. We're just kind of trying to figure out like what's going to happen then, what is going to be coming our way, and of course, will we get the brand new trailer, right? That's the big question. He also says, guess it's HA guys based on this guy, this guy's. And here in this case, I don't know what HA is. Is it the head? I don't know. People are like talking about, so basically like people are saying gluttony comes to mind instantly. People said like it has to do with the fact that he's like, I guess, wanting to eat the little food here. So maybe he's just a hungry little fellow, and that maybe has to do with his design, making him maybe fatter because it wants to eat a lot. Again, I don't really know. A lot of people are trying to find different ways to like look at it. And for example, here from Lindsay Sensei, the Pokemon is protected by a layer of thick fat, which halves the damage taken from fire and ice type moves. The Pokemon has protected layer of thick fat, which, well, yeah, you guys see, just thick fat basically. So I don't know, man. It's weird. He also posted this right here. Now this one is weird. Okay, he basically put out what looks to me like some kind of, could be crazy here, some kind of Morse code, right? So this is from Blaze and Cineroar here, trying to give like a breakdown on this. But if we try to look at this, so first we have it's about five lines that then get like stopped. So 5 lines, which 5 lines straight is literally number 5. So if you write this down, so that would be number 5, right? Basically number 5. And then we have, let's see, we have like a single dot and a full line. That would be an A, I'm guessing in this case. I could be wrong about this, but I think that's an A. And if you add that, so 5, oopsie, let's see, here we go, 5A. There we go. So 5A, and then he has 3 dots and a line. So 3 dots and a line, that connects to, in this case, 3 dots and 1 line. It's not 2 lines, it's 1 line specifically, which is V. So 5AV. Then he has, again, what is this, like 5 lines again, I'm guessing, which is basically another 5 in that case. So 5AV5. And then he continues on and has, again, the same one we saw earlier, which I think, what was that? That was an A again, so 5AV, 5A, and then we have this, which this one is a bit more complicated. So this is dot, dot, line, short line, dot. So dot, dot, short line, dot, which I guess would be an F in this case. Right there would be that one. I could be wrong. Might be a shorter one. But actually, no, all the lines here do look pretty consistent. Next is, again, the same one we saw a second ago, which is, again, another A. We add on to that another, like, 2 5s, I'm guessing. So 2 5s, so 55. Dude, a lot of 555. Shout out to the squad, by the way. So he adds that in twice. And then he has this one right here, which is short line and then 2 dots. A short line and 2 dots. Where would that be? Here it is. It's a D. Let's see. There we go. And then there's double dots. And I'm guessing 2 lines and a short line at the end. I'm guessing. It's like kind of hard to tell here what this one is. This is the most complicated one because there's 2 dots and then a line. So maybe... Let's see if we can find anywhere with 2 dots and, like, a line, so to say. So 2 dots, 2 dots, 2 dots. Here it is. 2 dots and a line. So that's 1 line, though. So I don't know if that one splits in any way. And, becomes more than a singular one. But if it is just this one, it's a U. So this one is a bit, again, iffy. Then we have this again, which is once more just A. Then we have, again, 5. And then we have, again, I think, A. And then, again, 5. And then we have the underscore double dots, which, if we go back, I think that should be the letter U. Let's see, so short line and double dots should be. So short line and double dots is D again. Yep, it's D. And then we add in the 4 lines and the short line again. So 4 and short. Where's 4 and short? 4 and short. What would that be? Let me see. 4 and short. 4 and short. So 4 dots and then a short one. Right there. So it's a 4, literally the number 4, or letter 4 in this case. And then we have, again, a long line and dots. So a long line and 2 dots would be right here, which is D again, I'm guessing. And that's it. And then he adds in the final kind of stuff here. He does add, like, extra 3 dots here. I don't know if that's related in any way, if that's connected. He does add the question, like the kind of question mark logo at the end. But at the end, we end up having something like this. I'm going to put it here on the screen for anybody who wants to take a look at it. This is at least my interpretation of this. Now, if this is some kind of, like, code that needs to be decoded, I don't really know. Personally, I mean, he posted this very recently, so I don't really have a breakdown on this just yet. Some people are saying, like, is it like Braille? Like, if that's the case, but that would be really different. And here you guys can see, like, again, somebody else is, like, the like Morse code kind of interpretation of this, which, yeah, we've taken a look at that. Again, I could have messed up my version of it, but you guys can take a look at this and see if you can break it down. It doesn't really give you much of an answer unless this is, again, binary or something, which is like right here, this could be binary that you just need to plug into, you know, a 64-bit decoder or something, and then maybe that would like, you know, do something. Let's see if it actually does something, just if we do a very simple version. So it actually says right here, if we do it like that, it says P95, which doesn't really give much of an answer at all, does it? If we put them all together, we pretty much get the same result. So again, I could have messed something up along the way there. If you guys have a better version of this, feel free to, like, you know, share it and all that. But I want to hear what you guys think about this, so let me know in the comment section down below. Move on to the next thing, which is a breakdown from Light here, who says, in this riddle, we can think this way, right? 1, as per normal, we choose 1 to 4. 2, as per other minds, maybe we can think that it's number 4 because he put the word accepted wrong. And 3, going 3 steps ahead, maybe he's doing the point 2 on purpose to avoid the correct answer. So 1, 2, 3, read more. And he says he's always 3 steps ahead of us. We have to think as him in all the riddles he's making. I will go for 2 because 1 and 3 are nonsense in some way, and dog and wolf, and something like Tyrogue. So he's saying basically that 1 and 3 are unlikely, and that 2 and 4 are the most likely choices here, which I do think I would agree on. And he says, according to Vicky, we can classify the Pokemon by shape. Quadruple Pokemon, bipedal Pokemon with upper limbs and a tail, bipedal Pokemon with the superior extremities, Pokemon with a snake-like body. So FUECOCO is bipedal with upper limbs and tail, which is number 2 according to the Vicky. And then you can see right here again that is pretty much the case. We continue on down to the bottom. He says 3 has no tail. Also, Ku was clever not to mention it in the teaser 2 because he knows he has a tail. Otherwise, he was discarding this one. So let's discard it. 4, we only have 40 Pokemon as snakes, and it has no sense according to the crocodiles. We discard it. We remain with 1 and 2. Which he says, but what I'm going to say shows that 100% it will be number 2. All the quadruple Pokemon's first stages are not bipedal with upper limbs and tail in the final stage. We discard 1, and this demonstrates 100% that FUECOCO will be number 2, which is the one right there with standing up still like a little dragon, cute little dragon. So that's basically the way he's breaking it down. Now, is that going to be the case? I don't really know. Another thing from Light here is that apparently there's going to be a pre-order bonus in Scarlet and Violet confirmed by Cerebi, where you're going to be able to get a code that will give you a special backpack for your character to wear in the game. So again, they haven't really been revealed the actual full details on this, but it is happening nonetheless. And of course, we have different, you know, versions and interpretations of what this guy's going to like be like. So basically, the first one is meh. The number 2 is no-brainer. Nope, but, you know, a weird thing, you know, like that word right there, and then meme. So I do think we're going to be getting some sort of standing little FUECOCO dragon thing. So at least that's the way I see it. Now, I could be totally wrong. I could be crazy. I could be totally off the rails here. But I do wonder, though, what you guys think about it. I know Soul Silver has been posting about this as well. I haven't really gone into most of his posts. He does have a lot of information that is worthwhile going through. For example, he even added here that we're in the end game. Let's see if we end up being right. If a Nintendo Direct truly happens on the 29th, rumored to be true, I can see the Pokemon Company Incorporated giving us a Part 2 trailer to that trailer, to the earlier one, June 1st, or at least giving us a few detailed Pokemon, then drop the visit the, you know, Scarlet Violet region after that. And he says, and then here is from Mark, who says, I think visit Pokemon this month. See you later. YouTube short upload on the Pokemon channel's short section, visit Kanto to Galar, is looking something like definitely guaranteed to be something around the 28th, 29th, and 30th. So something's happening there. And Soul says, if there is a new Scarlet and Violet trailer, I'd imagine it would be short as the early June one, maybe showing off 2 new Pokemon, the region's name and map, and maybe another character. The first part of the gimmick, if this is all in a Treehouse Live instead, maybe we'll see actual gameplay and more of the region. So again, and there is a bunch of stuff as mentioned here. There is the fact that, you know, they did this in the past, literally did this in the past, and it led up to a new reveal, and the fact that there is updates on the playlist and all. So there is a lot of stuff pointing in this direction, which I think is worthwhile to look at. And here's what Soul actually said about this as well. Going to start with this today because it's easy and the other riddles are tough and need time to marinate. This is probably gluttony or any HA related, HA related to eating. It'll be excited about food falling at its feet. And this official blurb about it tells me it loves to eat. It's going to be a big boy. It's going to be a thick boy. And he also kind of already went into the idea of, like, what this thing is going to, you know, like, in terms of at least, like, you know, its design and all that. Pokestami said, since there's a lot of FUECOCO discussion going on at the moment, let's take some time and look at its Japanese name, which is Hogera right here. And if you look at it, It says, one, likely refers to hono, meaning flame, but the, the letter right there likely is part of two other words, which obviously visually connect to FUECOCO. Hoge, which is a small strand of tufts of hair that stand out, and hoge, which is the name of a facial expression of either surprise, confusion, bewilderment, but it's kind of a stupid way. It's often thought of as cute. Lastly, geta is from Japanese English katakana word, arigata, Arigeta, yeah. Which, of course, means alligator. So, yeah. And there's a full breakdown here, of course, from Poke's Time you guys can check out on their channel right there. But, yeah, so basically, one is going to be quadruped. So, it's going to be standing up just like this. And it's going to have a face that's going to look possibly goofy, is the way I'm seeing this. And here, we also have something interesting about the previous thing, which is that story we talked about, as you guys may have seen about this one, where he specifically has to say, tough one, as stated, a wordplay series, so focus might be on the words. I doubt the dragonfly have meaning, but also, he said it's straightforward, so maybe it's still in play. I think Rikuo might be the obvious part, but which Rikuo? I think this is from... this from Darkstalkers makes the most sense, which is this version right here of some kind of, character from that, series, which I have no clue what this is, but it is different, I guess, in some way. But he continues on here. As a Pokemon, here's a few other things related to Rikuo. I don't know about it being related to the legendaries in any way, even though they're new Pokemon. Ku would have probably said this about them in the box month. Maybe the Land King ID is on the money, though. Ku mentioned, so here's what Rodin said. My thoughts, if racing is a part of Scarlet and Violet, and we ride the legendaries in said races, we're going to have to race against something. If not other legendaries, then maybe some other new Pokemon, which were made as our opponent, such as a Land King, which I guess will make sense. If you look here, you even have a motorcycle known as the Land King, or Continent King. Rikuo built approximately 18,000 motorcycles of these in the past. A Queen Waifumon Pokemon is also possible. What if this is a land ground type king counterpart? This image would be amazing. You guys can see right here, like this is actually art from a different project, not related to Pokemon, which is really cool. And says, it could be amazing, but again, is that the case? Is it possible that what we're getting here is related to this? I don't really know, man. I'm really curious what you guys think about all this. Let me know in the comment section down below. But for the most part, that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all again. I'll be also streaming on Twitch, more often now, so you guys can click the link down below in the top comment or description to go over to Twitch and follow me. We're trying to get to 2K followers, which we're really close to. We only need like 10 or 15 more followers to go. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out, and bye-bye.